Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're back for another video on writing. So I love writing, I hope you do, and if you don't, that's fine. But here's a video about how you can improve your writing so it goes to the next level and impresses your teachers. Okay, so the first point I have is, let's move on. Okay, so our first point is, how do you express your style creatively? I have a writing style. Everyone has their own writing style, and there's no certain point where, okay, this is what your writing has to look like, what has to sound like, what it has to be like. So everyone has a style, and you have to express it creatively. So, for example, your style is very formal and very humorous. Then you're going to be adding that to your writing, and you can use some sophisticated vocabulary to build upon that style so your reader is more intrigued in your writing. My writing style, a bit between informal and formal, and I use a lot of maybe conjunctions, openers, and a lot of metaphors and similes in my writing to make the audience more captured in. So like wonder, okay, what is this trying to say? Like, how does it affect the other text that's going to come up in this story? So that's what I want to do in the writing. How about you? For example, I'm not saying everyone, like for example, you're not so good at writing, but you really want to learn. You can say, don't criticize yourself in the writing. You can do that someplace else creatively. That's actually using a technique whilst proving your own real-life status. That's really creative. Have a think about that. Okay, so now on to the second point of our video. Start strong, end strong. So in a story, you have to start strong, flowing introduction. The middle has to be still good. The tail of the story is really important because that's where you all summarize and explain the moral. Like in the essay, we organize it differently, but now I'm talking about like all sorts of writing, kind of more fiction-y. So you can't have a really weak start and have a really strong ending. That's kind of unbalanced, but what I'm really trying to say is like you can't have a really strong start and end badly, because at the end, the reader wants to have a strong impact on them. The ending is actually the most important part. Secondly, it comes the middle body of the story, and then the first part, which is an introduction. So that's what it's all about, you know. Don't have a feeble start and a feeble end. Both strong, sophisticated, meaningful, and provides good details. Okay, now on to the third part. Choose your words wisely. I always think about this, but when you're writing, you don't actually focus on the vocabulary as much as you do on the things inside. So when you're writing a narrative or a expository writing, then you gotta think about choosing your words wisely. That's what captures the reader, lets them learn, and also, kind of brings the vibe in the story and lets them read your writing style. So it all kind of connects together. So rather than saying angry, say furious. Furious is basically angry, but it's like more exaggerated, So for example, you want to say funny. Like I said before, I said humorous. I was about to say funny, but I chose my words wisely when I said humorous. It affects your grade, it affects the effect on the reader, So get what I mean? Let's give another example. So, for example, don't say happy. Happy is a no-no. Say jubilant. Jubilant is really happy, like super happy, super cheerful. Cheerful, another synonym. So choose your words wisely. It provides a great impact, and it will make a big difference. Okay, so now we're going to focus on some other tips and tricks while you're writing. We're going to mostly be thinking about some figurative language. So firstly, you can use a simile. Similes and metaphors are really like the main part in your writing, you could add them bit by bit in your writing. So for example, her smile was like the sun. This gives a big impact on what the reader really thinks about it. Like if you say, her smile was like the sun, that means it was really bright. So think about this. Rather than saying, do not say, her smile was really big. It also provides a small negative impact, It doesn't really help. Do not say that her smile was really big. That is just weird, Well, you can say it, but it provides a negative impact. Like, say her smile was really big. It's a bit exaggerated. Say her smile was like the sun. It's warm, it's bright. It gives a better kind of figurative language to it, Okay, next one. Okay, death was like cashing in your chips. Maybe I'm gonna add okay. It sounds like something you will see in a bad guy movie or something. But kind of scary. Death was like cashing in your chips in a casino. What does that give you? We can rephrase that better later. But let's just focus on what this really kind of feeling this gives you. I'm not going to say it, just think in your head. What is that feeling it gives you? I saw a lot of writers do this, and they provided a positive impact on it. The reader actually got attracted to it. Sometimes simple is better. But here in narrative, I think similes and metaphors are better. Okay? So look. Cashing in is the phrase, I don't know how to... Like this. Okay? And was like. It's a very important thing in similes and metaphors that you say it in the right order. You can't say cashing in chips in the casino was like death. Actually, that also makes sense, but you can rephrase it better to, yeah. So, figure. I'm using my mouse for this, so bear with me. Okay, so that's figurative language. You learned something.